For the week of October 31st, it's Halloween. This is Mojo Weekly. I am John.
They're here. It's Josh.
All right, we're trying something new this week. We're doing this with new software, and we might even record video if this all works out. So bear with us. Might have some technical difficulties. In the meantime, here's your news, Josh. You ready for this?
I'm so ready for this, dude.
All right. So you a fan of Star Ocean at all?
I enjoyed the Super Nintendo one, the translated, really groovy game with the super cool audio and the cutscenes and everything. Yeah. So
the only Star Ocean I ever played was the second one on PS1, and I really enjoyed it. But there is a new Star Ocean game, Josh, coming in 2022. It's called Star Ocean: The Divine Force.
Wow, sweet.
This was announced during Sony's State of Play live stream, which there wasn't really much else to talk about. Anyway, Square Enix later confirmed that the Star Ocean: The Divine Force is coming to PC, Xbox One, Series X, as well as the PS4 and 5. So it will feature a dual protagonist system, letting players experience the story from the perspective of Raymond. Raymond. Yeah. The hero named Raymond. A spaceship captain who wields a massive greatsword, and Letitia. She's the princess knight of a kingdom on an underdeveloped planet.
I like this, dude. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So other playable characters include the magical knight Albert, along with, some other fuckers. Who knows? Who cares at this point, right? Means nothing to anybody. But it will feature, according to Square, the fastest and strongest action of any game in the Star Ocean series.
Pause. Does that mean?
Go ahead.
Does that mean it's going to be an action adventure? It's not going to be. It's going to be a hack and slash. It's not going to be turn-based role playing. Certainly sounds that way. Way to fuck it up, Square Enix.
It sure did not look like a turn-based.
A Star Ocean game.
Yeah, exactly.
How do we get more people to watch, or how do we get more people to play Star Ocean? How about we make it a little less Star Ocean-y? Yeah, Square.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
Players will be able to move around freely in 3 dimensions, literally flying through and over battlefields with the aid of a jetpack-like device. So yeah, when I was watching the trailer, it looked like they were flying around. It looked a lot like Xenoblade Chronicles, in my opinion.
Interesting. That's what they're going for.
Yeah. This is the first mainline game in the Star Ocean franchise since 2016's Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. That's quite a title there.
Yeah, I don't recall that one. I don't recall that one doing all that well, but this is basically what happens when Xenogears and Zone of the Enders have a baby, and boom, out poops out a new Star Ocean game.
Yeah. Up next, what about Pokemon Go? You a fan of that?
Pokemon Go?
Sure. We now have Pikmin Bloom.
Oh.
It is a new augmented reality app from Nintendo and the Pokemon Go creator, Niantic. It's out, man. It's out in Australia and Singapore. Probably out here in the US by the time this airs, but it'll be on the App Store and the Google Play Store. And like Pokemon Go, you can download it for free. So here's what this one's all about. The app uses, augmented reality to bring the Pikmin to life during your daily walk. So it aims to spice up banal commutes like going to the park or to the grocery store by allowing you to interact with your Pikmin. So you plant Pikmin, they grow automatically as you walk. Then you pluck them. The more you walk, the more more Pikmin friends you find. Walking with your Pikmin also leaves a trail of blooming flowers and gives your Pikmin the chance to collect items. So there are no new Pikmin in this game, but Josh, you can bedazzle your Pikmin. You can collect outfits and dress them up.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is Pikmin always kind of gave me a little eerie feeling, like they're nightmare fuel, if you think about it. But there is definitely an audience for this, and I think this is kind of a cool idea. For about a minute, I played Pokemon Go, and I didn't hate it. So
yeah. I know grown ass adults who still play Pokemon Go and love it.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so you feed Pikmin flowers, or you feed it. You pick. What's going on? I got the video going. I got this going.
You look very good, John. I want to say something real quick. While we do have the video up and running right now, I want to say you look handsome, man. You look great.
Like this.
Yeah, just keep doing that. You look like a strapping young lad who's can't wait. He can't wait to get his grubby little mitts on this Pikmin Bloom on his App Store game, cell phone, whatever console phone thing you have.
So Pikmin Bloom won't have you picking any teams. It's more collaborative than competitive. So throughout the game, you plant gardens with others and take on challenges with players that help you all win rewards. A key part of the game will apparently be a journal that allows you to reflect upon your day. So each day, the app will allow you to count your steps and will generate a journal entry that gives you the option to add photos and create a little entry. So, I guess that's something. People like this shit, man. People like this shit.
I get it. Yeah.
All right. Last news of the week.
Slow news
week. Yeah. M2. Oh, go ahead. Yes.
I was going to say we're not going to talk about Chipotle, John.
Chipotle.
Yeah, I guess on Wednesday, Chipotle decided. This is what my son told me. So I don't have any evidence. I don't have any real storyline backing here. I didn't look it up on a website, but during a drive tonight, I was hanging out with my son, my 13-year-old son, who's about to become 14-year-old, by the way. He told me that Chipotle crashed Roblox servers this week.
I did hear about this.
And they're still down.
Free burrito. They were giving away a free burrito on Roblox, right?
They were giving away a free burrito to the first 30,000 people that logged into this Chipotle area of Roblox, and over 14 million people crashed the server trying to get that free burrito. Jesus. I think it's flipping hilarious. I laughed really hard. Awesome. It's been down for, I guess, 30 hours. So hopefully by the time this airs, it'll be back up. But
it's pretty funny. So anyway. Our real final news of the week is M2, everybody's favorite game studio out of Japan these days.
Absolutely.
Has announced Hishu Sami 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 for PlayStation 4 and Switch as part of its M2 Shot Triggers Toaplan Arcade Garage series.
Ooh.
It'll launch in spring 2022 in Japan. So, as its title suggests, Hisho Sami 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 includes ports of the arcade versions of the 1987 released Toaplan shoot 'em up Hisho Zame, known as Sky Shark in North America.
Excellent. I love it when a Toaplan comes together.
Yes. Heyo, nailed it. And also the 1989 release sequel Sami Sami Sami, also known as Fire Shark. So both will include the typical elements that come with M2's re-releases these days, like the gadgets on the side of the screens and a super easy mode for scrubs like me.
Me too.
Yeah. So that is it for our news, my friend. It is time for the new releases. Man, I'm hitting these bumpers like a professional DJ here.
You got it going on. You almost sound like you're ready for Z104.
That's right. I'm getting cocky, and I'm just gonna fuck it up in like 3 minutes, if that. So anyway, let's see what games Josh is not gonna buy this week. All right, First up, Unpacking for the Switch and PC. No idea. You move into an apartment and you unpack. I don't know.
Wow.
World War Z for Switch. Bloodshore. This thing is coming out for everything except for Stadia. Including this one's including mobile phones. It's coming out. Just Dance coming out for everything, including Stadia.
Wait, but not the Wii U?
Yeah, not the Wii U.
Oh, how sad. The end of an era.
Well, no, I think last year you and I were like, I can't believe it's not coming out for the Wii U.
I know.
And I think we were both like, end of an era.
End of an era. Yeah, we did say that. I know that 2019 came out for the original Wii.
Yeah.
And the Wii U. So it was like, what?
Binding of Isaac Repentance for the Xbox Series X and S. I don't get this game at all. People love it. I don't.
Yeah, same.
It looks like a Flash game to me, and it's like, fucking, what is the appeal to this? But whatever. Anyway.
Yep.
Where Cards Fall on Switch and PC. The Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise comes out, the DLC comes out on Switch on November 5th for people who either want to pay $25 and get it or want to do the,
Nintendo
like
Online.
who do the Nintendo Online Plus expansion pack.
Yeah.
So there's that. Call of Duty Vanguard coming out for all the PlayStations, all the Xboxes, and PC. And then finally, Josh, I don't think I've hooked you in yet with any games. Sounds like you're kind of lukewarm. This one will do it, though. This is it.
Oh, boy.
Coming out for the PC is Let's Build a Zoo.
Yes, finally. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Half a chub for that one. Sounds good. I'm excited.
All right. So we were talking about this before we started hitting record. It's time for Dale and his retro recap. Should we turn off our cameras, or do we want, like, if this video works out, do we want people to just sit here and watch us listen to Dale and his retro recap?
Why don't we give them our reactions? Not that we don't need to hear our voices, but why not our reactions? What if it's something that we're like, what? That's a real thing?
I like that. I like that idea.
There we go.
I was going to say I could put up cards that say, like, 5 stars or something, or
I like that one.
Whatever. So anyway, here is Dale and his retro recap.
What's up, MoJoWeekly listeners? This is Dale, and welcome back to another recap of the latest retro re-releases, remasters, and remakes. As always, credit for this goes to GSK from Retronauts.com and LimitedRunGames.com. Let's get to it. Starting off with our physical releases this week, we have Toaplan Arcade Garage, Kyo Tiger Heli, exclusively in Japan for the PS4, and also that region digitally this week as well. It is the debut entry in this Toaplan Arcade Garage, which is being brought to us by the Retro Video Game Remasters at M2, and they kind of give their shot trigger gadget treatment to several different versions and ports of the helicopter shooter Tiger Heli, along with its sequel Twin Cobra Kyo Tiger, as well as a few bonus games. And as of now, they are exclusive to Japan. Next up is Mario Party Superstars for the Switch for $60, both physically and digitally this week. This collects 5 hand-picked boards from the N64 era and throws an online play for them all, and also collects 100 mini-games combined from the N64 and GameCube Mario Party games. The last physical release this week is Mushihime-sama for the Switch via Limited Run Games, with various editions ranging from $40 to $105. After hitting digitally a few weeks ago on the Switch, it is releasing physically now with some interesting optional collector's bonuses, most prominently an arcade cabinet miniature version with a holder for the Joy-Con in order to play this cave shmup in Tate mode. Hitting digitally this week, we have the Arcade Archives release this week for Sky Kid for the Switch and PS4 for $8. And this is a horizontal shmup from Namco that first hit arcades in 1986, and to my knowledge, it is one of the very few shmups that scrolls to the left. If you happen to own the semi-recent Namco Museum archives from a year or two back, the NES version is also on that compilation. A few games that released physically over the last few weeks from strictly limited games now have digital releases this week. We have Abarenbo Tengu and Zombie Nation for the Switch and PC via Steam for $12. Cotton 100% hitting the PS4 and Switch for $15. And Panorama Cotton for the PS4 and Switch for $15. And to reiterate this week, the Toaplan Arcade Garage and Mario Party Superstars are hitting digitally this week also for the PS4 and Switch respectively. The expansion pack update for the Nintendo Switch Online service hits this week, and that brings us the release of the N64 channel launch and the Genesis channel launch. And the N64 channel is launching with Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Dr. Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Star Fox 64, Yoshi's Story, Sin and Punishment, and the acclaimed cover-based shooter Winback. For the Genesis channel, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Streets of Rage 2, Gunstar Heroes, Shinobi 3, Phantasy Star 4, Shining Force, Rystar, Golden Axe, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Echo the Dolphin, Strider, Contra Hardcore, Castlevania Bloodlines, and Musha. And the theme music you're hearing right now is from Win Back. Before you plunk down the upgrade charge to the expansion pack pass, however, be forewarned that it's being reported by many that the N64 emulation is plagued with issues like input lag, lack of controller pack support, uncustomizable button mappings, and questionable quality of visuals compared to the original N64 source. According to GSK, the Genesis emulation is A-OK though. A couple other random tidbits to wrap up. There is the Sega Channel Revival multi-game hack by Billy Time. It's linked in the forum show notes for this off on the Mojo Menace forums or on the Retronauts retro listing as well, which puts the Sega Channel interface hack where you can customize it with any of your emulated Genesis games to bring you the feelings of 1994 to 1998 on the Sega Channel again. Alright, that wraps it up for this week. I'll be back next week live with John at the Midwest Gaming Classic. Back to you, John and Jash.
All right, that was
Kyo Tiger is badass. If you couldn't tell what I wrote on my thing, that's pretty cool. That was good. That was he is much better at reading through the new releases than you are. Sorry, but I mean, come on. It was gripping. I didn't black out once.
You were riveted the whole way through.
The whole way through.
All right, man. I'll try to take that more as a compliment to Dale than an insult to me.
Yes, let's go with that. Man, cool. It's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. That's exciting that you guys are gonna be hanging out at MGC. That's hella cool.
Yeah, man. I'm pumped for it. But now, my friend, it is time for our game Spotlight. And surprise, Josh, we are talking about Psychonauts 2.
Wow, really?
Yeah, right. We
are.
All right. Which I played on the Xbox Series X via Game Pass.
So, nice. Very cool.
And that is very cool because I don't use my Game Pass subscription nearly as much as I should. It is an awesome subscription. And I love it. I love Psychonauts 2.
Really?
This might be my game of the year.
Wow. Holy shit. For real?
Yeah, for real. And this is coming from someone who's in the middle of playing Metroid Dread, you know. I really love this game. So let's talk about it. It is a platformer. It is a freaking crazy psychedelic platformer. The question comes up often, do I need to have played Psychonauts 1 and Psychonauts, the VR game, whatever that thing was called? I forget.
Sure.
The answer is, I mean, you might get a little more enjoyment out of it if you do, if you're fully caught up on the story. But at the beginning of this game, at the beginning of Psychonauts 2, they give you a very in-depth recap of where we last saw our heroes and the characters, and they get you up to speed really nicely. They introduce you to all the characters, the main character, everything. And so I felt like, it had been, I don't know, when did the original Psychonauts come out? Like fucking 10, 15 years ago?
But that was that original Xbox?
Yeah, it was PS2, Xbox, yeah.
Yes, you might be
years.
You might be 15 to 20 years ago, man.
Yeah, totally. And I never finished that game. I got pretty far into it, but man, there were some levels on it that just, made me tap out. But so I don't remember much about it. It was good enough for me, this recap. I was like, yeah, I kind of vaguely remember this. I kind of get what's going on now. And then they drop you into the Psychonauts academy, where your protagonist, your hero, Rasputin or Raz, is dropped off, and he believes that he is now going to be a Psychonaut. Well, he finds out actually he's just an intern. So he goes to the Psychonauts headquarters and starts his adventure. And of course, immediately things start going awry and mystery starts happening. So Psychonauts, like I said, platformer, but a platformer unlike anything you've ever really played. There is so much creativity in this game, Josh. Every level is just bursting with ideas, and sometimes I will say it feels a little overstuffed. Like I'm like, okay, they're just throwing everything at the wall here. There's like just so much shit going on.
Yeah.
But I can't really fault them for it because most of the time they stick the landing, and when they don't, I'm like, still pretty damn cool. The levels where I'm like, okay, that was a little clunky, or maybe they could have pared this back a little bit. Still pretty damn cool.
That's awesome, dude.
There is a level in this game. It's a trippy ass psychedelic level, or it's actually like a series of levels. It's kind of like a mini world that you go into that takes place. All this stuff takes place in people's minds, basically. So it's all fucking trippy and weird. But there's this one level later on that takes place kind of. It revolves around a band in a concert, and like the concert, like a festival concert kind of vibe, right? Okay. And then you're going into each of the band members' minds or memories or whatever, and you're playing these platforming levels, and it is maybe the greatest level I've ever played in a platformer in my life.
No way.
The music, the visuals, just the creativity of it all. The whole vibe of it, I didn't want it to end. And when that level was over, I was like, I wish I could. I want to go back right now and replay it again.
I feel like I need to experience this, man.
You do, man. You really do. I can't recommend this enough. I know that the beginning of the game takes a little while to get going. Like, it doesn't impress really that much at the outset. So the game's probably about 15-ish hours long, maybe a little longer if you piss around a bit. But I would say the first couple hours, you're like, okay, ho-hum, it's a platformer,
Sure.
And it's like, I get it. It's nothing special, but it's cool, but it's not gonna stick with me. The moment you get out of the Psychonauts headquarters and start exploring the areas around the Psychonauts headquarters, that's when the game opens up. And that's when I'm like, this is amazing. This is unlike any platformer I've ever played.
That's so cool. Okay.
It's one of the best 2D platformers I've ever played. It is a little clunky.
Wait. You just said 2D platformer?
Or 3D, sorry. 3D platformer.
Okay, holy shit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. No. It is a little clunky in spots. The little weapon wheel like interface that they have, they really should have just ripped off Ratchet and Clank, because it's like they wanted to do what Ratchet and Clank does, but they just didn't do it. And I'm like, why didn't you just steal it? I mean, you're kind of going after the same principle anyway. Just lift it, So instead, like, you have to like push the D button or one of the D buttons, and like, it's a whole clunky thing that after a while you get used to because you've done it 1,000 times. But for a while, you're like, Jesus, this is tedious, And some of the story beats get a little convoluted, but it all comes together really nicely in the end. It's a really, really good story of a game too. So,
dude, that's so cool. Nice.
I can't recommend it enough. I'm pretty sure, unless just something comes out of nowhere and blows me away, this is going to be my game of the year.
Wow.
It's wonderful. And it's on Game Pass. But it's also, if you're a PlayStation player, it's also on PlayStation. So you can get it there for a price. But yeah, I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
That's where I'm at. I think I could grab that as a holiday gift for PS5, our PS5 family.
Yeah,
Very
man,
cool.
I love it. So, are you ready for the last question?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess I am ready for this last question.
All right, here it is. What is the best 3D platformer you've ever played, Josh?
Wow. Jesus, the best.
Yeah.
Bubsy 3D? No, kidding. This is going to sound crazy, but I don't know if I'm like the best person to ask about this. I don't know if there's ever been one that's been better than Super Mario 64.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, really, I just think about that. I'm thinking about every single one. Mario Sunshine wasn't better. Galaxy may be a more polished game, but I don't know if it's better. Like, I don't think anything will ever top those first experiences playing Super Mario 64. When you like literally look at it and say, this is fucking changing all of gaming. Like, this one game is how all platformers should be made from now on. And of course, no one really can match that. Mario Odyssey is fine, but nah. And is it stupid? I just keep saying Mario games. I mean, Psychonauts is good. I liked, I liked the Munchies Odyssey, the Oddworld game for the original Xbox. That was a good platformer. Conkers. I think Mario 64. I'm just going to stick with Mario 64. That was my gut instinct, so I'm sticking with that.
Fair enough. I mean,
the first one.
That was the first granddaddy, man. Yeah, that was the granddaddy. You know, they kind of nailed it right out of the gate. It's hard to go back to these days, at least for me. But at the time, it was life changing for me. I'm gonna say, boy, this is tough. I am a big fan of the Sly Cooper games.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
I love them. I love the vibe of them. They play perfectly. So I would just say maybe one of those is probably my favorite. But the Astrobot VR game that came out for PlayStation VR a couple of years ago was another one of those Mario 64 like experiences where I'm like, this is incredible. I've never played. I've never had an experience like this in a video game where it's really. I mean, if not for the VR experience, it would have just been kind of a pretty average 3D platformer.
Okay,
fun one, but more average. But man, with the VR, with the added experience of the VR, it really was a game changer for me.
You know, in VR, something I completely forgot about. This would be an honorable mention for me. Would be Moss on Oculus, because holy fuck, is that good? Same thing. Another one that's just like, I don't think it really introduces anything new, and except for the fact that you're the camera and you can literally walk around this area and be like, oh shit, there's a treasure chest back here. I didn't even see it. Walk around, and I like that a lot. Moss is fantastic.
Nice. I need to play it. I own it. I haven't played it. I got it on like a super huge discount or something. So
yeah, and I heard there's a sequel coming eventually. So
there is. All right, man. So that's it. That's it for this week. I hope this thing works. I hope we just didn't sit here and record for a fucking half hour with, for no reason.
I'm sure it worked. I'm sure it worked just fine.
But we'll see. We'll find out as soon as I hit the stop button. Anyway, in the meantime, if you want to find more of our stuff, you can go to mojomenace.com where we have forums, mojomenace.com/forums. The top right of that screen, you will find a link to our Discord chat, and there's always something going on our Discord chat. YouTube.com/mojomenace, twitch.tv/mojomenace. On all the social medias, you can find us at mojomenace. So, Josh, where can they find you?
Well, I'm also on Twitch. You can find me at Joshua Turbo on the Twitchverse. And if you're a follower of mine, or if you want to become a follower of mine, get your 3D glasses ready. That's all I'm saying. We're going 3D. And if you want to continue the conversation with me about all these cool-ass things, including Moss on the Oculus Rift or on PSVR, you can always follow me at _Joshua Turbo. Don't forget the underscores. It is the most important underscore in all the internet.
That's it for this week. We will, I guess I'll be with Dale next week, live from Midwest Classic. So
holy shit. I get a week off.
You do, and then you and I will be back in a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
All right. All right. Anyway, see you next week. Bye.
Bye. The tacos. Eat the tacos. Come eat them up. Eat the tacos. Come eat. You son of a bitch.